Good evening and welcome to the news for today, Tuesday, the 27th of February. Members of the National Assembly started giving their reactions to the President's speech on the State of the Nation he delivered in the House last Thursday. The first to start were the two leaders. The leader of the opposition, Sébastien Pillet, has expressed disappointment with the message conveyed by the President on the State of the Nation. Mr. Pillet said that the President did not address issues that the people were expecting from him.
And your reaction is one of disappointment, because I feel the President did not touch on subjects that are preoccupying the people, and he did not do enough to reassure the people that his government has a plan for the future. He did not go into enough detail on how he intends to deal with the cost of living. He did not go into enough detail to deal with the issue of misinformation on the part of his government, who takes any criticism in a negative way. And in fact, I was rather surprised that he also did not fact-check some of the things that he said in his speech. Clearly, the first one that was very blatant was the issue of the tree cutting, tree felling at Beauvallon. I mean, you're the president of the country, you have a whole cabinet who should have informed you of what was going on. The second example was the issue of the animal feed issue. And most farmers know that this is still a real serious problem for them. And yet he didn't check his facts to find out exactly what is happening with the animal feed issue, and he just said what he had to say. That shows that he's not addressing the issues that are affecting the people. And if you were to ask me what issues he should have touched on, for example, this WHO protocol that everybody's talking about should have been an issue that the President discussed. It should have been an issue that he brings forward. And we give a commitment to the people of Seychelles that we will bring the Minister for Health to the National Assembly to explain to the people what this is about.
With regards to the economy, the development in the country, to the government, it is on the right track. Is that so for you?
Well, I don't think it is so, because when you talk to businesses and the private sector, they don't feel that is the case. They keep hearing the government talking about surplus, but it's not reflective of what's happening to them in their business. In regards to our economy and tourism, for instance, even though we have an increase in tourism, that increase does not translate into revenue. So where is that money going? Is the government giving us the right facts, the right statistics?
And a lot of emphasis has been put on unity.
I'm very passionate about this issue, and I feel that this is just lip service. We saw from the speaker this morning that his call for unity in his speech is just lip service, because all throughout he takes offense when you say things about the president which he doesn't like. Everybody has got to praise the president, but that's not the case in our country. And in fact, when I look at the president's actions over the past 3 years, it doesn't show unity.
On the other hand, the leader of government business in the National Assembly, Bernard Georges, said that the president's plan for the country touched everyone. He said that the country has done extremely well economically during the past 3 years, despite a lot of external shocks and challenges locally.
The President's State of the Nation message was masterful. It was his best. He covered the whole territory. He was on point.
With regards to the economy and the development in the country, would you say we are on the right track?
We have moved extremely fast, despite a lot of external shocks, external economic shocks. Despite all of that, we have done remarkably well, despite many setbacks. And I think everybody agrees. Of course, nothing is ever perfect. There are always going to be some mishaps along the way. But I think that economically speaking, we've done as well as we can, and we've used the benefits of a strong economy to help improve the lot of every Seychellois.
There are also challenges that need to be addressed. What are those major challenges?
Two things are always going to be challenges: lack of capacity and lack of money. Those are the two things. If we had more people working in productive sectors, we would not have to employ so many foreigners. And if we had more young people who were not afflicted by drugs in the workforce, we would be doing a lot better. The economy is growing gradually, but we need a lot more money to boost the rapid development that the country needs. So what the next challenge is going to be is to ensure that the three economic pillars, tourism, fisheries, and the financial sector, do even better than they currently are. That's the only recipe for us.
And he also spoke about the need for unity among the people of Seychelles.
Without unity, we can achieve nothing. So his call was for unity, and it's a call that I repeated today. And I think everything else is subordinate to that cause. We need, in everything that we do, to be united as a people. And I think that was the theme that ran through his whole message, and it's a wonderful theme. Politics is divisive, we all know that, but we are all colleagues, and we are all Seychellois, and we all have one aim. And that aim is not to get into State House, is to make sure that Seychelles does the best that it can.
The Cabinet recently approved for the Department of Finance to sign the restructured debt agreement with the government of Russia. This was based on a loan of $6.6 million US, which the government took in 1980 for fiscal reasons, that is to pay for salaries and goods and services. Speaking during a press conference this afternoon, the Director General for Debt Management Division in the Department of Finance, Dick Lavonte, explained that the government started repaying the loan in the year 2000, and defaulted in 2008 when it faced a foreign exchange crisis. Seychelles then approached the Paris Club, which agreed to help Seychelles restructure the debt.
Following negotiation, we were unable to agree on the upfront discount that was agreed at the Paris Club agreement. Russia was proposing for a 35% discount, but other Paris Club members agreed to a 45% discount. So we had a negotiation with Russia until it was finally agreed that the government of Russia is entitled to give Seychelles only a 35% discount as per the agreement with the Paris Club. So now, based on the agreement, we will have to settle a lump sum of 1.9 million USD to the government of Russia. Then the outstanding balance of 851,000 will be settled over a period of 3 years between now to 2027.
SBC will be switching off its 1,368 kilohertz signal, which broadcast Radio Seychelles. This will take place on the 8th of March at around 3 p.m. Radio Seychelles will be accessible over FM frequencies as well as through the SBC app, LICO, and through television platforms including SBC cable and wireless TV and Intelvision. The migration from AM to FM will bring several benefits to SBC as well as listeners, such as improved sound quality and stability of the connection.
One main benefit would be, of course, a huge power saving for the SBC. The key reasons for us to switch off this service, one main is because the infrastructure is old. There's a high cost of maintenance, and the service itself is not efficient. The quality has degraded over the years, and the coverage also is not up as we expect it to be. The other reason also is due to the SBC house commissioning. We are currently in the phase of, the contractor is currently in the phase of installing the equipments, and we want to remove the risk of RF interference, since the proximity of the antenna is quite close to the building. So we want to remove the risk of RF interference during this installation process.
Experts and stakeholders in the fisheries sector got together to address crucial aspects of the sector in the region. This was through a workshop. The two-day training is hosted by the Indian Ocean Commission and the European Fisheries Control Agency through the EcoFish program, which is promoted and funded by the European Union. The training is focused on enhancing the region's skills in fishery risk analysis and improving catch traceability. This will help stop illegal, unreported, and unregistered fishing, shortened to IUU.
The aims of this program is to tackle the IUU fishing in our region. And this training is organized in order to better strengthen the capacity of all the stakeholders in this IUU fishing. It is very important to have these skills because to fight against IUU fishing, there are many tools, and one of these tools is the certification and the traceability. Why we each national competent authority should have authorities who have capabilities to understand the tool. And as you know, the aim of IOC is to support our national stakeholder in order that they could strengthen their capacity through exchange. It is the value added of Indian Commission. We gather all participating countries and they share their experience. As you see, Seychelles Fisheries Authority shared their experience in terms of traceability and certification. I think it's a very good experience. It needs to be shared to another participating countries who can benefit.
And this was the news summary. There will be more news at 8 p.m. Thank you for your attention.